This is Dr. Balwi, and this is Elithair in Istanbul. They turned my hair from this into this. That sounded so cheesy. I'm Michael Wolf, this is Hair Wolf, let's do it. Hey, so we're on week 28. For those of you guys who have been with me from the start, you would have noticed my hair go from, really kind of stubbly, freshly transplanted hairs into just this absolute mop. Now, and also since back in the day when my hair was really receded, I would never have sideburns because they'd be slightly more forward than my hairline, and it kind of looks weird, doesn't it? So since, well, the past few weeks, I've actually brought my sideburns back in. Rather than having my stubble start here and come down, I brought my sideburns down and started my stubble from here. Now for me, that takes me back 5 years, which is absolutely, absolutely amazing. So this is what you can see. I'm, nearly freshly shaven. I've got some stubble. Let's keep it cool. And this is what we've got. This huge mop. Now, I went to go and get my haircut today, but unfortunately Chris wasn't there, which is a bummer. But, so this is my hair growing out. Now, usually when my hair gets to this length, before my transplant, the side would just mushroom out and I'd just look like a teddy bear, because they look like teddy bear ears. But now, and I asked this my wife yesterday, she said, you need a haircut. I said, why? I said, what's the longest part of my head, of my hair? And she said the middle. Oh, that's amazing. It's so cool. And, I've got greys coming through, which I is great. It's cool. I mean, I'm 39 and I should have had grey hairs a long time ago. I have a cousin who's 10 years younger than me and he's fully grey. He rocks it and there's nothing wrong with it, but I just can't believe I'm not there yet. Now, yeah. And the good thing is as well, is that, again, most of you who follow my story, my journey, you know that I need to get the back done. Now, unfortunately, right, the plan was for me to go either October or November, or maybe even January. Now, because of all this stuff going on with COVID, and we don't know where we are, we don't know where we stand from day to day, week to week. I could go over to Turkey, to Istanbul, and then they not close the borders, but the government, the English government, they might just say, okay, anyone from Turkey can't come back, or close the airport. So I can't really go, and it's really gutting because I wanted to kind of continue this straight away. So my plan is to go back in March. So it will be 12 months since my first transplant procedure, which, you know what, they say to go between 9 and 12 months. So let's take it as a positive. Until then, I've got to deal with this huge mop, and my plan was to just kind of brush it back, just to kind of cover up the back maybe. But I'm using fibres because the hairs, you can't actually see, the hairs are actually growing, and all I've been doing is putting on some fibre, just covers it nicely, because I work on television. I have the camera coming down on me from the top if I'm on cameras, and it just kind of like covers up that bald spot, because I've got like 54 lights on me. So as you know, one spotlight can lead you to a whole world of hurt. So 54, it takes the biscuit really. So yeah, I mean, what I'll do now is I'll show you what it looks like when I've got gel in it, and when I've got one tiny little area here that's just slightly less dense than the rest of it. But again, it makes it look natural. Like that looks like a natural kind of nuance to my hair, so to speak. So let's put some gel in. Here we go. Well, there we have it. Now, I've only done it really quickly. As you saw, I was only off screen for about a millisecond. So this is what we have at the moment. So right, let's just try this. The top, again, I only did it really quickly. I've kind of calmed down all the white scalp showing through with a bit of fibre. It just means that the variation between the front and the back isn't as bad. Now let me just show you the back of the hair. Again, remember, this is where the donut area was, and also there is one kind of line at the back which has kind of receded a little bit. You'll see it will thinned out. So that's the back at the moment. That's what we got. Now I've been told I've got 2,000 more. Well, you can see I need a shave on my neck. But this is raw. This is proper raw video. I think you guys like that more rather than the more edited videos. And yeah, look back to my first video and my second video. See how bad my hair was. And look at it now. And it's crazy. And lockdown has helped a little bit. You know, we haven't socialised as much. So it's kind of made that transition a little bit easier. I've still gone to work. Although, albeit, there's about 15% of the employees working there. So even though I wasn't really that bothered, you know, because I was more confident to go out and be me, because I knew it was done and I knew it was going to get absolutely crazily thick. At least I thought it was. And we're here now. It's like, what are we on? We're on week 28. So it's kind of, what's that, 6.5? I don't really know, because the weeks and months are different, aren't they? So also sometimes doing this in the camera is a bit weird. You can kind of mess around, have your hair come over the side a bit if you want. Actually, that's pretty cool. My wife likes side partings. She really likes that old school kind of hair. So I've been I've been trying side partings. Have a look. Have it down like that. Let's try and part in this. She's really weird in the camera because it's slightly delayed. It's like a hair tutorial now rather than a... But 6-7 months ago, I could never think that I'd be doing this now. It's crazy. Now, remember, I had my hair done in Istanbul with a company called Elithair. Now, I found them on Google. I went to Trustpilot. I saw loads of reviews. It took me like 18 months to work out who I was going to see. On and off, you know, reviewing here and there, trying to get my wife happy because, you know, they need to be happy as well. Because you're a loved one, aren't you? And it was done by Dr. Balwi and his team. The link is below. Please click it. Have a little look because it takes a lot to say to yourself, I'm going to get a hair transplant, and because it's in a different country, it's extra as well because you've got so many more things to worry about, to think about, and it's an amazing country. It's an amazing city where I was anyway. So much going on there. There's a place to shop. I mean, I spent most of my time in the hotel, just chilling out, you know, just enjoying the fact that I had nothing to do for a few days, and that was it. A friend of mine on the channel called Hairline Confessions, he's round about month 2 now. He's got like a blonde hair. He's in month 2, or like month 2, week 7 and a half, something like that. Go over to his channel. I'll also put that in the description below, and just check him out as well. Show him some love. I can't believe I've got to 211 subscribers or 213 subscribers. I didn't think I'd even get to 100 because this is really niche, isn't it? And so I really hope that you guys are getting something from this. Again, let's really get right up. Remember, I do have fibre in my hair now because I've done my hair. I can't magic it back because that's not how things work. Well, I could, but I'm not going to. So this here, it does need a cut. Look at that. That's 1990. No, that's like early 2000s, Michael. That is big quiff. I can have a big quiff if I want it. Look at that. The sides need cutting, but imagine. Oh. Anyway, I'm getting very vain here. I will see you. I mean, I think now what we're dealing with is watching my hair grow. I do think I'm at my density capacity now because it looks like everything's there. It really looks like everything's there. So what I'll do is I will give an update round about every month, show you guys where my hair's at, how I've had it cut, what it can do, because my hair's quite wiry hair. So I think that's been one of the major things for me having a hair transplant, because my hair's wiry and it fills a lot of space and it is quite thick anyway. So that's been a massive deal for me. Look at the size of that hair. Oh, my life. So I will see you in round about 4 weeks time. Take it easy.